Hello guys, I'm Nathan, or Racing Styles, however you want to call me, and it's been a while since I made my last video. If I remember correctly, that was the 3D modeling tutorial course I did. But now I'm back, and I have quite a bit to show you guys, because I've been working on a game, which you'll be able to see here. It's called Viking Survival, as you can see by the logo. And yeah, I kind of want to use this video to show what I've been up to, why I have been doing the things that I've been doing, and yeah, what I've been planning to do for the near future. I have some pretty cool plans. Yeah, so let's get started. Basically, what I want to do is I just want to kind of go through the game and show you guys what I've been working, what I've been learning, because this project that you see in the background, which is called, Viking Survivals, basically started as like a project for me to learn how to code, because I couldn't. I was pretty good at UX UI design, 3D modeling as well, but coding or implementing my art, I never really got to it. So I started making this project to kind of practice a bit, but yeah, programming was really fun. Like, it was actually super fun, and well, I'm not saying I'm really good at programming yet, but I'm actually able to do quite some cool things. So, just straight from the bat, you guys saw the splash screen. Now we're in the main menu. It's like an interactive main menu. You can walk to certain places and interact with certain things. There's also small dialogue going on here. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Like, if I go to the fireplace, there should be another trigger. Yeah, there we go. There's also a store, which I'm really proud of. It's almost completely done. If you open the store, you have all these skills that you can unlock. And at the moment, they probably won't make any sense because you guys haven't seen the core gameplay loop yet, which we'll get to very soon. But something that I'm really proud of is the fact that you can just click one. You see how much it costs, and if you unlock behind the scene, I've done a lot of cool things that it does. So at the moment, there's no information what it does. I'm working on like a hover kind of UI thingy, but this is max health increase, health that you get from chests, and then you got these ultimates that you can do, and these are actually active abilities. All the small ones are passive abilities. Yeah, and it just works. It works really well, and it took quite some time to make. And yeah. So, and then over here, we've got this board where you can select the difficulty you would like to play. I'm gonna go with easy mode because hard mode is actually already quite difficult. Which is on purpose. I really want it to be super difficult. But we're going for easy mode right now. So basically, you're this Viking, right? Hence the name of the game. And yeah, here is like kind of your hideout where you can rest and upgrade yourself before you go back into the wilderness, which he says here. Would you like to go through the tutorial? Actually, I do, because I just want to see what I've made so far. Got a little help here as well from another developer. I do think the terrain needs some time to load due to the shader, so I'm gonna give it some time and just explain a little bit about the game. So basically, you play as this Viking, and you can throw your axe, you can recall it, and as the game starts, as you enter this level, either the tutorial or the actual wilderness, it's like a round system, like Call of Duty. And you have to just survive the rounds, and you can do all sorts of cool things. Alright, kind of a bummer that this level terrain doesn't work. I also added a pause menu screen. Yes, there we go. That's much better. Yeah, so when you enter the tutorial, I just want to make sure that the player goes through the steps to understand what you can do. So, welcome. Most important stuff is the stamina of the player. Without it, you can't evade or run away. You can regain stamina by making a campfire. I need wood to create a campfire. So there's like an actual resource collection system. It's not huge. Actually, get my axe back. Like you can walk up to trees and you can chop them down, and that'll actually give you some resources. So as you could see, I just got 2 wood, and I need 10 wood to make a campfire. Some cool camera transitions. I actually did not make that myself. Got a little help there. Although I did make the camera transition in the main menu, so it's quite similar. But this works really well in combination with the dialogue system. So I'm really happy with that. So let me cut this down too. I really just want to get 10 wood. And as you can see, a lot of the items in the game are destructible if you hit them with your axe. Which is also pretty cool, I think. Hopefully, one more tree. Oh, it gives me between 1 and 2 wood at the moment. Alright, there we go. So basically, if you do like a lot of dodge rolling, you can see that my stamina goes down. And it will replenish, but very slowly. Which, you know, on easy mode is not a big problem. But, yeah, on the hardest difficulty, every bit of stamina makes a huge difference. So you can just press C and then you'll make a campfire. And if you're near to it, you can see that your stamina and health replenishes as well, which is really cool. So yeah, that's pretty good. Then there's also these chests laying around, and these are like a very fun addition. It kind of gives it that oh, I really wished I would have opened that chest before chopping down all those trees, because I would have gotten more wood. But yeah, these chests are kind of like a bit of a roguelite kind of element. Like as the rounds progress, you can find power-ups. They can stack, and they can just make your experience completely different. And it'll be every run will be slightly different as well. Okay, there we go. Coin boost, also pretty nice. And these coins are the ones that you need to buy upgrades. At the moment though, I have like a little cheat, I think. If I press the K or L, I'm not sure if it works. It's fine though. So then I made these cool guys here, which are like the wooden versions of the orcs. So if you throw your axe, it does like damage to them, which I think is pretty cool. Damn, 320 damage. I guess that happens when you fully unlock the double damage multiplier perks. So yeah, this is the tutorial. You would then be able to go back to the main menu, and then we can actually go into the actual world, which does take some time to load, but luckily I have a loading screen in place. Just need to implement it. So yeah, let me show you guys what it would look like if you were to play the actual game. I think, yeah, there will be 10 orcs spawning. Made a little debug thingy here. Yeah, basically it's just like Call of Duty Zombies. You would start getting resources, and as you can see, the orcs are spawning. And here's something I've been working on actually today. Like, if you get close to the orcs, your tattoos will start shining. It will be like an indicator, like, look, careful. There's enemies nearby. Something else I've done, which is not unlocked by default, is like if you hit an enemy, it'll be like an explosive impact. It'll like push the other orcs away, which is, I think, really cool. Can be a bit tricky, because sometimes some of the orcs are being propelled towards you. Oof, I got hit by a rock. That's not too good. So yeah, and something else that I'm currently working on, which is not completely done, is you can actually activate an ultimate. So your tattoos will either be green, they can be red for like your ultimate damage kind of thing. I just finished the first round, awesome. And then there's also like a purple for like survivability. Now at the moment it's just the tattoos, but I want to like add a cool visual effect on top of that as well for extra depth to when you activate these abilities, and they'll be like under here in the UI as well. So that's something I'm currently working on, and I'm really excited to at some point showcase that to you guys. But yeah, so basically it's just like Call of Duty Zombies, I would say. Like, just survive rounds and just really try to get to the end. The axe throwing is really satisfying. Also took quite some iterations to get right, because first you could only hit one enemy due to the collider on top of the orcs. But now we use an on-trigger collider, which allows the axe to go through multiple orcs, and you'll be able to do damage to a lot of orcs if they're like in a row or like lined up, which is very satisfying and also very necessary. Because if you like, currently there's like 14 orcs spawning, but on hard mode this would already be around 30 to 40 orcs just in round 2. So yeah, that was definitely a really nice buff to the gameplay, or to the axe. Yeah, so that's basically the game as it is right now, which is, it's still not everything, right? Like, I have done so much more stuff. Something that I am also really proud of is that I've also already implemented Steam achievements. The Steam page itself is currently being reviewed as well, so soon you guys will also be able to wishlist. I'm really bad at marketing, I'm really sorry, but apparently that's a thing, you know. So although I've studied as a marketeer, it's not my thing. It's really not my thing. I don't like it, but it's necessary, you know. So yeah, Steam achievements. I also have a really cool guy who reached out to me, he's an audio designer, who's helping me, because currently it's completely silent. Like, it looks really cozy with all these campfires and wood and snow and all that sort of stuff, but it's silent. So we're working on adding some really cool sounds. There's also a really cool soundtrack that's being made. It sounds really cool, just needs a little bit of tweaking. So yeah, that's the game as it is. Working on the ultimates, and then slowly I want to start to work towards the release. And that's gonna be like some kind of early access kind of deal, because I want to make sure that this game is as fun as it can be. And then if people like the core gameplay, I'm gonna look into making more stuff, more content. Because currently, for example, there's only one orc, which is already quite difficult, but I would, for example, love to implement like bosses every 5 rounds. You would like have to defeat a boss instead of just constantly the same orc. But that costs a lot of time, and I don't want to invest that time if I'm not 100% sure that people will really like the game. So yeah, that's why it's so important. If you're like, hey, this game looks interesting just from the video itself, and I would love to get my hands on it to just try it, I do have some beta keys, and I'll be actually handing them out to people who would like to playtest the game on my Discord server, which unfortunately hasn't been very active, my Discord server, but I hope to kind of reignite it with this video and the upcoming videos. So if you would like to test the game, give feedback, share your tips, then I would be super welcoming to that. Furthermore, if you don't want to test the game, but you still want to give input, you can comment on the video below. And something that I'm really looking forward to in terms of feedback would be, what kind of ultimate effect would you like? Because there's like the healing, the damage, and the survival ultimate or active abilities. And what would you guys like that to be? So comment below, anything is welcome. And I'll definitely be able to take that into consideration when getting to the actual design of it. So yeah, video's getting pretty long, almost 15 minutes, so I'm gonna stop here, and thank you guys for watching, and yeah, stick around, subscribe, and all that stuff if you guys want to follow the progress of this game, Viking Survival. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.